Hi guys, Danielle here, the art therapist for Tracy's Kids at Sinai, and I wanted to teach you guys how to make salt dough today. I'm down on my little chair so you can see both me and the materials, so if I look funny, that's why. If you are working off of the activity kits at Clinic, then you already have your materials measured out in little baggies like this, and what you need is a half a cup of water, warm water. And that's all you'll need to add to the materials you have in your kit. If you're working from home, you're going to need a cup of flour, you're going to need a cup of salt, and a half a cup of warm water. You're also going to maybe want to have food coloring and some cookie cutters, but that's up to you, and we can get into that a little later. At the end, if you'd rather not add food coloring and you just want to paint your salt dough because you're going to cook it and do it for ornaments, which I'll explain later, then you might just want to not put the food coloring in so that you have a white background to work with. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add in the flour. So I already have this pre-measured. So like I said, this is a cup of flour. I have this pre-measured. This is my salt. It's a cup of salt. I'm going to give that a little stir so the salt and the flour blend together. And then I am going to add in my warm water. And at this point, if you do want to dye your salt dough, you can put in some food coloring. I'm going to dye mine to show you what it looks like. And then we're just going to stir it together. Now at a certain point this is going to get pretty thick, so you're going to want to maybe stir it together, mix it together with your hands. It might just be easier for you. So you just want to get it so it combines all of that salt and all of that flour together. And if you feel like yours is really dry, you can always add a little bit more water. What you're looking for is kind of the consistency of Play-Doh. So it's going to be like a gritty Play-Doh because of that salt that's in there. And it's going to turn out like a big bowl or a big ball of cookie dough. So just mix that together. Mine turned out to be like a minty green. The more food coloring you put in, the more saturated that color is going to be. And so I'm mixing it with my hands. So for those of you who are slime lovers, this is a good place for you to stop and play and just kind of enjoy your salt dough and the texture of it. And that's how you make salt dough. Now where you can go from here is you can use it as Play-Doh and kind of play with it and build things out of it. You keep it in an airtight container like Tupperware or a Ziploc bag. It's going to last a while for you, just like Play-Doh. The other thing you can do with salt dough is if you have some cookie cutters at home and a rolling pin, you can roll it out on some parchment paper. And if you bake it in the oven with your parents' help for at the temperature about 275 for about an hour to 2 hours, depending on how thick you roll it out, it will cook and it will become hard and it will become something that you can keep forever. A lot of people make little ornaments, poke holes in the top of the cookie cutter shape that they make so that they can tie string and hang it up. And like I said, if you don't put food coloring, or even if you put food coloring in, you can then, once it's hard and you've let it cool, you can paint and you can decorate it. All right, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed making salt dough today, and I hope you get to make your own at home.